This is the process shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a cold location, and this short doesn't help at all. La Neige Incertaine is a short animated French film from last year directed by, well, it's actually a pretty hefty list. Marion Boisrond, Marie-Liesse Coumau, Ada Hernaez, Gwendoline Legendre, and Romane Tisseau. 5 names. Anyways, it follows a photographer on assignment in the Arctic, trying to get a shot of a polar bear. It sounds easy enough, but she finds herself distracted, daydreaming of another researcher at home base. The two desires end up becoming concurrent thoughts in her mind, ultimately resulting in, well, not all that much actually. That's not to say there isn't a story in here, it's just a bit inconclusive in a sense. The short is more of a character study, shifting between reality and fantasy as they intersect out on the field, and how they not only interfere with each other, but with our leading lady as well. It makes for an interesting psychoanalytical work, but it only goes so far, and almost simply stops right when it seems to be giving her some sense of progression. Granted, it's an intentional choice and makes a definitive statement, but it also comes abruptly. It makes the film feel as though it were only a first act in a larger story, cutting to the credits as soon as you're made comfortable with this frozen world and how it works. It's especially unfortunate because the animation and art design is very captivating, appearing like watercolor paintings, or whatever paint has nice bold colors. The overall color design is a great element in this, with a number of instances of stylistic design that use the environment to its natural advantages, as well as putting it to artistic use to blend the photographer's dreams with the reality around her. It's also able to give the world a somewhat surreal sense of depth and scale, based almost entirely upon the size of objects on screen and your assumption that the rest is empty of anything but snow. And yet, almost appropriately, you come out of this feeling empty, as what the film has to offer within its short runtime still only feels like a first half of a whole story. La Neige Incertaine, Marion Boisrond, Marie-Liesse Coumau, Ada Hernaez, Gwendoline Legendre, Romane Tisseau, 2021. 3 stars. I'd recommend giving it a watch. If I were to rank it on my list of short films from that year, I'd put it between Thrown to the Wolves and The Beauty President. That's it for me. If you like this review, leave it a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. As always, subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I do think that if you watch this movie, you'll get what I mean about the art style being like a painting. I don't really know what it's called. It may not even be paint.